What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Expedition of the Damned, a Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition campaign. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Jumbo Thick, and we have the full cast and crew of the expedition. Let's do introductions, one and all, since it's been a little while since we've been able to meet to play. Let's start off with Pierce Galactic.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is me, Pierce Galactic, again playing everybody's favorite character, Wolfram, our lowly handgunner. I think we might be about to fight some chaos spawns, but it's been a little bit, and I have a bad memory, well, it's almost going to be as big a surprise to me as it is to you fans.
Indeed. Let's slide on down to Nate.
Everybody, Nate here. I'll be playing Lucien Levesque, human duelist, wielding rapier and pistol, and ready to get out of this pickle we find ourselves in, having taken some corruption and ready to be out of it.
Ready to be out of the little pickle. Let's slide.
Nothing wrong with a little corruption.
Yeah, of course. Just a little. Slide on over to Dan Decker.
Hey everyone, it's good to be back, and I think we're introducing ourselves to ourselves as much as the viewers. So Dan here, Liam Nog Throat Ripper, your resident 10.5-foot ogre, cook, as well as team medic, and I happen to be Luther's biggest fan. Luther is my wee little guy that I took in under my own. Take good care of him.
Speaking of the little big man over here, Jumbo Smooth.
Hello everyone, I am Jumbo Smooth. I play Luther Steinhauer. He's a 17-year-old pyromancer, prodigy, one might say. A genius, perhaps. Who knows?
Wunderkind.
A wunderkind, yes, exactly.
Wunderkind.
Yep, but he is found himself in a nice situation. He just used the unlock petty spell to get through this door. He is. He's ready to see these chaos spawn. Hopefully, Henry and Nog can stand right in front of him and keep the chaos spawn.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
And last but not least, do what you want.
Yes, play Henry Berthold, the 16-year-old, 5'10", 185-pound, coming out of. I blanked on it now.
Can't even remember. It's gone. It's gone forever.
The place that Boris Todbringer is from.
Midland.
Yes, Midland. There we go. Midland.
Okay.
Still unsure if Henry is either a shooting star in the Knights Panther or a comet. I don't know if it's going to burn long and bright or short and fast.
Short and fast.
I am mentally prepared, though, to take corruption. I have been prepared for it now.
Good.
It's not a surprise like the last session was. I still won't be happy about it, but I at least
it is
prepared for it.
What's your weapon right now?
My weapon?
Yeah.
He has a stick.
It's the corrupted sword.
Corrupted blade.
It's a sword? Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, it does.
Yes.
Okay, I remember. Yeah.
He had the flail.
No, it's been a sword the entire time.
Sword the whole time now. We retconned it. It's a sword.
Never a blade.
I don't know what
The bone saber of Zumacalis.
Bastards. All right.
How powerful.
So, last we left off, the crew has managed to escape from the Skaven Warrens, where they were captured in their pursuit of Magister Reichenbach. You did, in fact, manage to secure the Magister in question, though she was minus at least one digit, maybe more, and not doing very well. You did, however, manage to not only escape from the Warren, but also found yourselves within one of the many catacombs beneath the city of Lashik, a burial chamber that had a puzzle-like lock on it. You were able to, most of the crew was able to fend off the approaching Skaven creatures, the rat ogres and wolf rats, while Luther was able to decipher the puzzle and open the door. Unfortunately, this led you to a bricked over wall that Nog was able to smash through. In so doing, collapsing the tunnel behind you, but probably for your own sake, and leaving you in the basement of what you were soon to discover to be one of the almshouses within the city. There in fact was some kind of pink-skinned, four-armed demon that was being held captive and subsequently was released in this basement by Nog's interference. You dealt with that accordingly and were making a move to escape. The implications of what was happening in this basement, interesting to say the least, but you escaped, and unfortunately, because somebody wanted to, dial back some of the corruption, you were discovered by the workers of the almshouse that immediately began pursuing you, catching you before you were able to flee the premises. And one of them began to rush forward and begin to tear away its cloak and clothes as its body distended into various tentacles, bladed limbs, and extra mouths that burst from the enlarging chaos spawn as its bulwark began to just charge towards all of you, while what were now to be revealed cultists behind it were shouting praises and were beginning to close in themselves. So to remind you, you are currently in a you're within one of the almshouses, set up to the ones the one that you've already walked into before. Very similar setup. They were charging out from like the kitchenette area, and the spawn has already like burst through part of the enclosed space, and it is rapidly approaching. This is close quarters combat at this point. All of you are beginning to kind of move and spread out as soon as this happened, and the cultists will be charging in as well. So you cannot currently see them yet. They were kind of like up the stairs. No, you saw a couple of them. You're not sure how many there are, but you did see at least 2 or 3 that were kind of like coming down. They're hooded and cloaked. They're wearing these black robes with kind of like this like purple filigree on it, as well as interesting little dangles and whatnot that if somebody wanted to, spend a turn inspecting one of them, they could find out some stuff. But regardless, we are going to be entering into combat. So, I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative. Just remind you, just roll a d10 and then add your initiative modifier. And we'll see where you land.
Sorry, give me just a moment.
Rolled quite well for the enemies here, so I hope you guys do good.
Well, Wolfram got a 7.
7 for Wolfram. Let me slot you in.
So that, and then plus the initiative
Yes.
bonus.
You probably have 11, Nog.
It would be an 11.
An 11 for Nog.
Nice. Nice.
All right. What did I get for Lucien?
14.
14 for Lucien. Holy
Damn.
shit. Damn. That is high. All right. What about Luther?
Luther got a 4.
4. Got a feeling you're probably going to be last, Luther.
I rolled a 1.
And Henry.
11.
An 11. I'm going to give it to you. You're probably faster than Nog.
Okay.
So you and Nog are technically tied, but you're going to go first. Okay. So because they heard you coming, but you guys were also not able to sneak out, there's not going to be any surprise round. We're just entering straight into combat. So first in initiative is Lucien.
So I assume I'm already engaged with this chaos spawn.
It's closing. You're on the verge of engagement, but you're not technically engaged if there's something you want to do yet.
How close is point blank range for a pistol, and what bonuses might that?
So it's a tenth, I believe, of your distance. What's the range on your pistol?
Oh, geez.
It's 50.
50?
Too.
So you're
That's
looking at it has to be within 5 feet, but not closer, because then it's an even roll if it gets closer than that. So I believe it's a plus 40 to the roll at point blank. Tell me what you'd like to do there, my friend.
Blast him, bro.
Yeah, I might as well just get up and. It's not contested though, is it?
No, it's not. No, shooting attacks aren't. They just hit or they miss.
I'm gonna go up and just take a stab with my rapier.
Okay. So you kind of like dart forward, kind of countercharging it. You will get a charge for this because you're moving in. It's a plus 10 to your roll.
And I'll take it. All right.
It's going to attempt to block if it can.
Probably not.
That's pretty high for its block, but I don't know if it'll be enough.
These 7 levels of success.
Nope.
For me.
It's got it. It does have 5 levels of success, but no, not 7 though. So you went out on that one. I rolled quite well for it. So what did you roll?
15.
15. It does matter where you hit this thing.
Oh, okay.
Let me find a sheet here. 15 is one of the left arms. Okay. Does your weapon have piercing?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. It has the left arms are actually more heavily armored. Like there's like this like scale-like skin that is kind of grown over the 2 left arms that have like serrated blades on the end of them.
Well, dang it. But that would be 13 wounds.
13 wounds. All right. This is bonus. I forgot to write that down. Damn it, you fool! You fool!
What have I done?
Not you. Me. I'm the fool because I didn't write in this when I was making it. The rest of them are 3. Okay. You said 13, right? Okay. All right. You stab into the flesh. As you do, the first thing you feel is that as you penetrate, you have a hard time penetrating through the scales. And you can feel like the quivering mass beneath as it begins to move and jerk as you quickly pull your rapier free. Fear that it might be embedded in the mutating flesh. As you do so, you do see there's blood slicking from it. The creature doesn't appear to react to the blow whatsoever. Either it is just beyond insanity, or it cannot feel pain in its current state. And is that going to be it, Lucien?
Yeah.
Okay. That will then bring me to the spawn, the chaos spawn. I've rolled very high for its initiative. It immediately
I'd like to use my fast shot.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and give me a shot, Wolfram.
Okay. I would like to use a fortune point.
Why not? Why not?
It was a 99.
99. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Nothing wrong with that.
All right, that is. How far away from me is it? I don't think I have any bonuses unless it's.
What's the range on your? What are you using? The pistol, your handgun?
No, I'm using my hand cannon, my main gun.
I'll give you point blank range.
Okay, so
Why not?
point blank. So that's I'm 5 levels of success then.
Okay, and you rolled a 74. Let me see where that is.
And I do have penetrating.
You do have penetrating. That's just a body shot. Okay. It's not as armored on the body, but it appears that I get to roll a d10 here. And okay, you're good. It didn't save.
Excellent. And that will be 5 plus 10, 15 wounds.
15 wounds to the body as you boom over the shoulder. Everyone is deafened around you as you do so. 15. Okay, that's cool. All right. So this happens before its turn takes place. You watch as just a hole opens up, kind of like over your shoulder, Lucian. Just a massive hole opens up in the corpse as it kind of like falls back for a moment. With its horrible regeneration,
Bastard.
it is going to heal significantly. Looks like it is going to heal for 10 wounds. Which, ironically, puts it back up at full health. As it tanks it, just takes it, and as the flesh opens up, it begins to knit together very quickly, Lucian, as you are in close range of this creature. Your eyes kind of widen for a moment, and it is going to try to run you over, and it is charging towards everyone. So, Lucian, you can give me a dodge roll since it's moving through your space. If you do well enough, you will not have to worry about what's about to happen. All right, how many levels of success is that, Lucian? I think you're muted.
2 levels of success.
2? Okay. All right, I'm going to roll an attack. And it has, it's going to use its reaping scythes for arms. The ones that Lucian had stabbed through. It just begins to like scythe them through the air. It gets to attack 5 individuals. Oh, there's 5 of you.
What do you know?
Holy shit. Oh, okay.
That wasn't on purpose at all.
No,
It's
it wasn't
not like
wrong.
that. You wouldn't do that.
All right, it barrels through, and Lucien, you had 2 levels of success. You can add 2 levels of success to a roll here in a moment, since it moves through your space. It's charging Nog. It is going to get a bonus towards hitting Nog at this point, but it doesn't get any further benefits for its size because Nog and it are the same size.
Oh, good.
So Nog, it's coming at
Do
you.
I get to attack 5 at once then?
No, you do not. You have to defend yourself right now in some way. It is attempting to attack you.
I'll almost swing right the heck back at him.
If you roll a crit defense, you will.
Yeah. So I get to roll 2d10 here. That is a 54. What are we looking to
Look
against?
at under your attack score, your weapon skill plus your melee basic. I think is what you have. Add
Oh
them
yeah, so
together.
that's 2 under my attack.
Okay, so 2 levels of success.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 2 levels of success. It has 3 degrees of failure. So
Oh, nice.
Nog manages to kind of like sweep his sword up. Do you have a shield now, Nog? shield yet, do
No,
you?
I have my Iron Fist. So I
Yeah,
got
you have
one
like
of
the
my-
Iron Fist. You kind of like you watch as like a mouth grows out of it and like bites onto the iron kind of like armor, and you just kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like a dog like biting onto like a
smashes flipping mouth.
yeah, and you're able to just kind of like grab it and kind of like hold it still
Oh.
as it's trying to wrestle with you, and it is incredibly strong, Nog. One
That's
might say
nice.
as strong as
Oh.
you.
Yeah, but he's a little wee pup. Look at him. He's
Um,
gonna be taken home, naming George.
Lucien, a blade is going to come sliding behind as one of the appendages bends at a strange angle to try to slash you in the back. Go ahead and make a defensive roll, please. You get +2 success levels.
Three levels of success, or alternatively, since I used a dodge,
Mhm.
would I be able to use my step aside talent in
Sure.
order to dive away
Yeah.
2 yards?
Oh yeah.
I had 3 levels of success, but if I can just avoid the attack altogether, I would probably prefer to do that.
Yeah. No problem. Easily enough. You passed the test earlier. It fails. It gets another 3 degrees of failure. I'm rolling high as hell right now for it. So Lucien, you're able to kind of like duck and dive underneath, and which puts you closer to the cultist that you see coming down the stairs. Another scything blade coming towards Wolfram. Defend yourself, Wolfram.
I'm gonna dodge this.
Okay. So I have 1 degree of success, Wolfram. And I'm not
Jesus
rolling
Christ.
well right now.
I will use my other remaining fortune points.
Okay. Let's
I'm
see
gonna
how
hide
you
in the
do this.
bag. These some rough rolls tonight.
Yeah, you're rolling high, man.
Except these more.
Nope.
That is 2. Let me see.
It's
72. So that's
gonna hit.
it's 2 levels of
Yeah.
failure.
I'm sorry,
I think it's
Wolfram.
actually 3 levels of failure.
This will be not kind.
Nice knowing you guys.
All right, that is going to be. So this is going to be a body shot. It is going to cleave into you. The horrendous strength of the creature, with its scything blades. So you are going to take. I have to double the strength bonus because it's bigger than you. Yeah, that's bad. All right, so you're gonna take 20 wounds, Wolfram.
I would like to use a fate point to avoid the attack.
Okay, all right, all right. Are you just to avoid the attack or to get out of combat?
Avoid the attack.
Okay.
I don't want to sit this out.
Through a moment, a spark of fate, you see the blade coming down, and as it does, it embeds itself in the ceiling above you. It kind of like sticks, and you watch the limb kind of like bend and twist and rend, and as it rips itself free, Wolfram, you're able to somehow miraculously dodge to the side as it splinters in the ground where you once were. All right, Henry.
Yes.
Defend yourself, Henry.
All right. Now, because it's bigger, what's the penalty for trying to defend?
You get a -20 to your defensive. If you're trying to block, it's a -20.
Okay. Yeah, that's still 7 points higher than my dodge.
Okay. I have 2 degrees of success, Henry.
That's a 14 out of 49.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch. All right. So, Henry,
Use that sword, Henry.
despite all odds, Henry, you watch as one of these scythe, and I mean it's as big as you are. The blade comes scything towards you. You bring up your new weapon that's like bit into your hand. It's currently bleeding, and you slash aside one of these scythes as it's coming for your head. Slash it away. It bounces away, parried. Luther, defend yourself, Luther. Ooh, I like it. This is a good roll.
Of course. Luther will try to dodge.
Okay. I have 4 degrees of success, Luther.
Well, that's a lot of success.
I rolled low. Rolled quite low. For the first time. Ooh, what's it looking like, Luther?
If I use a fortune point to give it another 10, make it 15 out of 60. It would be 4 degrees of success.
Okay, that's all you need. You gotta spend a fortune point.
That's all I have to do.
But
Right.
you tie. You managed to tie, and Luther is able to dodge out of the way as the last scything limb slashes through. The creature is. You see, there's almost like a human head towards the top of it. That's just kind of like bobbing to and fro at a strange angle. Its mouth is twisted wide and it's shrieking aloud. It's quite horrifying to witness. All right, that's it. Only gets one set of attacks on its turn.
One single 5 attack.
One single 5 attack.
I've set this up like a different RPG system that I've grown to love, and so I'm rolling a d6 to determine what attack it does. And so it happened to roll the scything limbs. I apologize.
Wait, all I heard was I changed the rules and just now told you guys.
It's not changing the rules. It has 6 different types of attacks it can do.
Okay.
I know what system you're
just
using.
teasing.
I've seen this before.
So, all right. I felt like it's more fair. It's a creature of chaos.
You know,
I don't even know what it's going to do. Okay.
How could you? It's chaos.
That will bring us to Henry. It's your turn.
Okay, so there's a big thing. That's now, I assume it's in melee
Large.
with Luther.
It's in melee with all of you, technically,
Okay,
except for
technically
Lucian.
all of us.
Lucian is managed to step aside.
So I cannot disengage without taking a shot then, because I don't have any momentum.
You have 1 point of momentum,
1 point, okay.
so you can burn your momentum and disengage.
And then there's the one with Lucian, and there's one coming down the stairs? Or is it just 2?
So there are. So
Nobody else is
Lucian,
here yet.
you can see 3 cultists, Lucian. As you kind of like look up after you dodge away from the scything arm, you see 3 of these like robed cultists coming down a hidden staircase at the far side of the kitchen. None of the rest of you see this because the creature's just writhing around, destroying the building around it as it's doing so.
Okay. In that case, then I will take a shot at this big thing.
Okay.
That's
Are
flashing
you
around.
still disengaging, or are you just going to go in?
Well, no. If I don't see that there's other cultists, then I
Okay.
would still be locked in with this thing.
All right. Give me
Right.
an attack roll. It will attempt to block.
Go.
I have 2 degrees of success, Henry.
Well, even if it doesn't matter. 'Cause if I use a fortune and make this a success, it's not enough. So
You can
It's a
re-roll
s-
if you'd like. What's the worst I can
yeah, I mean, I got a high number right now.
Well, hold on. Do you have a? Oh no, that weapon doesn't have piercing, does it?
No.
No. Okay. But I'd say because a 70 would be a crit success if it had the piercing quality, or what? Is it piercing?
Yeah, it doesn't have that.
I think it's piercing, right?
It's impale, I think.
Impale. That's
Yeah,
what it is.
it's
Impale.
impale.
There we go. Yeah, I was getting it wrong. Impale.
Damn. Well, I probably can't reroll a reroll.
That's a critical fail.
Oh my God.
The worst you can possibly get is 100 on the dice, and Henry just rolled that.
Unless I can reroll a reroll and spend 2 fortune points.
You got him.
People have done it on here before.
You got him. Go ahead. You've got him.
I mean, the magic number we're looking for is a 69 right now. That's all I
God.
gotta get is a 69. There we go.
36. All right, how many degrees of success?
All right, I gotta do the math now because this has damaging on it.
It does. Yeah, so you can add 6 or the amount of success levels. Either or. I don't think they stack.
It would be
You get to choose.
You get to
It'd be
choose.
the
You get to
6 then.
6 success levels or
Okay,
whatever.
so you can
got,
pick the six success levels.
Yes.
All right. So how much damage are we dealing?
So my base damage is 10. So with the 6 success level, it should be a 16.
16. Oof, it is rough. 36 is the right arm. Okay, the right arm is a little more squishy. It's more of these writhing, like massive tentacles, almost squid-like. And they have like suckers and barbs on them as they're kind of writhing around. So you slash into them, dealing 16 wounds. Alright, it is going to take...
And then, do I have to roll for the bleed?
No,
Because
it just gets a bleed.
Okay.
Yeah, it just takes a bleeding condition from being hit. All right,
Okay.
So that's 10. Okay. A lot of math here. Boom. All right. Henry, solid strike. Is that going to be it, Henry?
That is it.
Nog!
Oh,
Mighty
yeah.
Nog, it is your turn.
That's right. It's my turn. Well, I'm going to take a swing at either. Well, there's only the thing that can hit us all 5 at once. Right?
That's what, and it's currently kind of like almost.
He's latched down to my arm.
It's attempting to grapple you, Nog, because it's
No,
like.
he's not going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
Do I have any kind of advantages or bonuses?
Since you're the same size, you don't, unfortunately.
Well, it doesn't matter because that's like 6 levels of success.
I had a success, but that's gonna top it, Nog.
With a base of 11, so
That's a headshot, too.
17. Yeah.
So
Is that 17 wounds?
17 wounds. Dear Lord.
Do I get to do it again? I get to do it again.
No, you don't get to do it again because there's no other enemies in melee, unfortunately.
But let's pretend this one's 5.
No, not quite. Not quite. It has no armor in its head, though. There's no armor whatsoever, so it just takes the damage.
That's a Negan right there, a Negan in the noggin. That's what that is.
Now, I will say, Nog, you cleave down into the head, and you cleave, and it cleaves like it splits the head in half and goes into the body.
Nice.
And just this gush of like torrent of blood comes spilling out of the top of it as it's writhing around.
It's delicious.
As you like pull your scimitar out, the head, both sides of the head are split and they're still screaming. The creature appears to be still alive. Not necessarily healthy, but it's alive.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, and we're going to do that again as soon as we can.
Okay. That's going to be it for Nog's turn.
That's it for now.
That'll bring me to the cultists. All right. The nearest cultists are going to get this. All right. Unfortunately, you're the only one that's close, Lucian. So 3 cultists are going to charge you. One after the other. So the first one will get no benefit. It'll just be a straight roll. So you have to defend yourself, Lucian. You do have 1 point of momentum right now. So it's a +10 to your roll.
Then I get credit for the dodge.
Sure, yeah. So 2. I did roll a 1. So you need to roll a critical success on this.
Holy
on this.
shit.
It
Better use
very
that
rarely
fortune point.
happens. It's just a cultist. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm gonna
21 wounds.
I'm gonna use a fortune point to.
It's a cultist. It's not a horrible abomination.
I'm gonna use a fortune point to reroll that.
Okay. Oh, damn it.
So,
Damn it, indeed. That's a critical success.
I'm sorry. It is. All right. So the way we'll do this is
Well, you made a crit success, right?
you made
I
a crit
did.
success.
Oh, okay.
I did roll a 1. So what we'll do is we'll do a wash for the critical hit,
Okay.
and it'll just be a regular hit. So how many degrees of success is that for you?
For me, that is 1 degree of success.
1 degree of success. Okay. This would be not. See, cultists aren't like super crazy like you guys are thinking. This is a 1 is 3 degrees of success for the cultist. So it technically would win this. However, it's not going to get a critical hit unless you want to like strike back. If you want me to roll a crit on you and then you roll a crit back, we can do that, or we can just do the normal hit.
No, I'd say do the normal hit.
Okay, I thought I'd ask. All right, that is going to be. Damn it, I keep losing my page. 6 plus 3, so 9 wounds. It is considered that a headshot. So any armor you have at the head, you can block, but you subtract your toughness bonus. As it comes in with like what looks like a cudgel, improvised weapon almost. As it comes down and catches you off guard as you come up and just smacks you over the top of the head.
So I lose my momentum.
You do unfortunately lose your momentum. All right. I'm assuming you're still up, Lucien.
Yeah.
You're a pretty hardy guy.
No. Compared to what?
Compared to some of the other people in your party.
Compared to me,
a single other person in the party.
Yeah.
Right.
You're like a brick wall.
The second cultist has come in, and this is when it starts getting dangerous, because each one, they get a plus 10 to their attack as they pile up around you.
Oh, Jesus.
So go ahead and defend yourself. I have 1 degree of success showing as it also charges in.
I have 3 degrees of success.
3 degrees. So you give yourself a point of momentum. As the second one, trying to capitalize, says something about, they will change them all. We will change. As it slashes towards you, and you're able to
Heresy.
dodge to the side. The third is coming in, Lucien. I have just a success. So 1 degree of success here. Even with the bonuses.
I have a critical success.
Critical success. Okay, so that's a strike back. Let's see. All right. Find a crit table.
2 crits already.
I know. Okay, I got the crit table. Go ahead and roll me a D100. We'll see where it hits. I believe that is the arm. That is the arm. Okay, left arm. Roll me 1 more D100. You want it to go as high as possible.
42.
Wrenched arm. Okay, you basically stab into the man's left arm, ripping through the flesh, and as you do, the arm just goes limp at his side. It looks like he had like the equivalent of like a two-handed, like almost like a maul. And with the loss of one of his arms, the weapon just kind of like falls to the floor and he drops it. As far as damage is concerned, at the 50, How much damage would you do from the 50?
That would be 9 wounds.
9? 9 wounds? Okay, so I'll take 9. Right. That puts him at that. He looks pretty hurt. Very hurt, in fact. As you slash through, and he just kind of like almost topples over next to you, barely manages to catch his feet under him. He's currently unarmed. All right. That will then bring me to 2 more cultists that come down the stairs. The first one that comes down looks and sees what's happening, looks back and says something. My liege, we must bring the fire. We must change them all. The sorcerer comes down last. So there's 4 regular cultists and then a sorcerer. Steps down last. You see that his hood, it comes up to a tall point, and it has like this strange crown that's kind of like draped over it on his brow, and there are these bizarre. It's like a bizarre looking mirror in the shape of an eye on his forehead. And there's a couple other little dangly bits hanging off of it. It looks deeply disturbing and unnatural, to say the least. There's an 8-pointed star on several points around it, as well as feathers and various things tucked in to the crown itself. The sorcerer is going to begin to... He sees what's happened. He says, "Yes, my children, keep them busy. I will make them change," as he begins to power up. He's going to do some... Okay. This goes this. All right.
What's Mistress Raina doing in all this?
Mistress Raina is temporarily incapacitated, unfortunately.
Oh, dang it.
Not going to see Wolf or Luther, dominate.
She's awake, but she's unable to do anything at this point.
Ooh.
All right. He is currently channeling magic. He begins to draw in these dark winds to himself that Luther would see beginning to funnel around. All right. As he does so, Lucien, you see the strange mirror on the crown begin to swirl and move, almost as if it was liquid. And the cultists around you begin to squeal in ecstasy. Ah! Ah! Yes! Yes! All right. That will then bring me to Wolfram. You're currently engaged, Wolfram. You technically already used your action to shoot. So unless you're wanting to kind of move, you can move around the creature, but you probably shouldn't disengage unless you want to burn momentum. You do have a point of momentum.
Are you talking about the chaos spawn? Am I still?
Yes.
I'm engaged with that.
Yes, you're engaged with the chaos spawn still.
All right. I don't want to be this close to him. He's gonna kill me next time. I would like to burn my momentum. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, as far as movement, where you want to go in the room, you can head in the direction towards Lucien, where he's getting jackhammered right now by 3 cultists. He'll probably be fine. He'll be fine. You can move in the direction of the back door that you guys had traveled in the previous almshouse.
Jackhammered in the back door.
Exactly.
That would be a possible escape route. or you can move into like the dining area. It's just a big open space, and it does give you some. It gives you a more limited scope as far as shooting into the kitchen because there's a bar, so they would get like partial cover. But yeah, I mean, you're a damn sharpshooter. You'd probably be fine. So those are the three places you can move to.
I'm going to exercise what every ranged warrior should do, and that's get back. Because I can shoot everybody in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to actually go into the kitchen because I don't want anything to obstruct me. I want to be where I can see those cultists.
Okay. We'll say that you roll to the side, and we'll say that you move in the direction towards the kind of back door area. It still gives you an open view into the kitchen.
Perfect. Okay.
Unobstructed. Okay. So you move in that direction. That will then bring us, lastly, Luther. Well, what are you going to do, Luther?
And how far did Wolfram move back? Was he able to move back?
Wolfram kind of like rolls behind you, Luther, and sprints off towards your right. He can only make it probably about like 10 feet or so before his view would be obstructed. So I'm assuming he's probably right at that maximum range, about 10 feet.
Okay. I wish this thing was dead.
It's not.
I know.
And you can tell, Luther, that it's an unnatural creature of chaos, and it is going to regenerate next turn if you guys don't do something to it.
Burn it, bro. Burn it.
I will. Is burning is disengaging? Is that an action?
No, you can do it as part of your movement. But that's only if you are spending your momentum. You have to spend all your momentum. Yeah, and it's otherwise considered part of your movement. Yeah.
I think I'll burn my momentum to disengage.
All right. Are you moving towards Wolfram? Are you moving towards Lucien, or maybe out into the open dining area?
I want to be able to kind of see everything, I guess, if that makes sense. I want to be able to...
Your best bet would either be with Wolfram, or you could go out into the dining area. It is slightly obstructed, but I don't think most of your spells take that into account, if that's what you're thinking.
I want to keep my eye on the sorcerer, though.
Okay, then you probably want to move to where Wolfram is. Then that'd give you your best view of further into the kitchen.
Okay, then I'll move over there.
You see him channeling. You see him like channeling dark magic as you move over there, Luther.
Yeah. I am going to take a it's successful to do. I will try to ignite the spawn. Thank you.
Okay. Give me a ignition roll.
All right.
See what you got. Come on, fail. I will it.
Ooh, that's pretty
Damn
good.
it! 13. That's good.
Is it? I don't think that this spell in particular I can upcast in any way. Just double check, but I don't think I can. sorry, one sec here. Oh, casting. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see. Count how many.
So much magic.
No, I don't have enough. I don't have enough to do 2 people at once. So it just ignites him. That's what it does. So
Okay.
he's on fire.
So one ignition, one ablaze condition.
It is. I believe it's 2.
2.
Let me see. Yep. Condition just shoot. It's 2 ablaze conditions.
2 ablaze conditions. Still bleeding. For now. Okay.
Yep.
All right. It is. You do ablaze it though.
Yeah.
All right. It's now the end of the round. It takes one point of bleeding from Henry. Let me factor all this up. Takes 1 point of bleeding. And then roll a d10 for the blaze conditions, Luther.
Okay. So we'll take 6 plus 2, so 8.
So 8. Okay. All right. Does blaze bypass armor? I always ask that.
I think it bypasses armor. It just doesn't bypass toughness, though.
Yeah. I'm looking.
I think.
Because I don't want to believe you anymore. No, it's toughness and armor. So
That's my typo, bro.
So it gets to save both the armor and the toughness together.
Okay.
How does it get to do that if it's not burning in a particular spot?
Well, that's the way it works. That's the way it's set up. Now, I will say I will do it as the lowest point, which it doesn't have any armor on its head, so it'll just be this toughness bonus.
Okay.
But that's, I told you the rules aren't exactly completely cut and dry, Lucian. You throwing this at me? I didn't write this, okay? Damn it, man.
You should make Luther roll a D100 to see where he ignites the creature.
See where he ignites it? Oh,
yeah.
That could go quite poorly because there are some heavily armored participants, and it would go quite bad. All right, it has been ignited. Okay, it does some damage, but it's currently burning. All right, the creature wails and screams as arcane fire just like wreathes around it. It's just like its limbs are flailing even more rapidly than it was before. That'll bring me to the second round of combat, starting at the top with Lucien.
Does it appear to heal?
When its turn takes place, that's when you'll discover.
Okay.
So Lucien, you're currently engaged with 3 cultists. I will say you lose a point of momentum for being engaged by so many people. You're being overwhelmed, so you lose 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna try
you're free to take your turn now. One of them is heavily wounded, the one you stabbed earlier.
But I don't like being surrounded, and I don't like whatever Mr. Sorcerer is about to cast.
Okay.
Kind of want to just kill him. I don't know. Damn it.
What's your plan, Lucien?
I'm gonna go for the guy who's wounded.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
Try and take him out.
He has to dodge because he has no weapon to defend himself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think his dodge is very good. But go ahead and roll your attack.
It's 6 degrees success.
Jeez, there's no way. Yeah, he fails miserably. So how many wounds are we talking?
12 wounds.
12 wounds. More than enough to put him down. He immediately goes down. What was the roll? 32?
Mm-hmm.
That is, you slice into the other arm as he tries to dodge away, and you just slice through it. And as you do, there's just a splatter as the arteries just cut clean through, as the man just like topples backwards. His squeals of ecstasy die as blood begins to pool out of his body and he goes cold on the ground. You get a point of momentum, Lucian.
I'll take it.
All right. That will then bring me to the Spawn's turn. The Spawn's horrible regeneration does not kick in. However, he does get to remove, I have to roll a d4, 2 conditions. He has to remove the ablaze conditions because that's preventing him from regenerating. So the blaze conditions are snuffed out from his horrible regeneration, and now I get to roll a d6. And it is the toxic bile. It's a 15-foot cone. And I am going to target Wolfram and Luther. As a gaping mouth opens up on its side and just opens up wide as it spills this disgusting bile, just like acid shoots out across Wolfram and Luther. I need both of you to make endurance checks, please.
Not dodge roll?
You know what? I will allow a dodge. I'll allow a dodge. Either or. You can either try to tank it, or you can attempt to dodge it. That's fine.
Oh.
That's going to be a 70 for Luther. Not sure what it was, but I'm sure it's not good.
It's actually a success, straight success, but I'm going to reroll.
Okay, go ahead and reroll, Luther. Wolfram got a 95, so
Oh my
he's
God.
eating this.
2 levels of failure.
Yeah.
Salty now.
69.
69.
Wait,
Luther?
every single
Not
reroll.
meant to happen.
Worth it.
Not meant to happen, Luther. I'm sorry.
Oh.
All right. Luther and Wolfram, the toxic bile. You are going to take 11 wounds.
Ooh. Can I use one more reroll? My last reroll?
Why not? Why not?
Well, actually,
Luther?
that's just my. No, that is my second last reroll. When you do the last reroll, I got dodge this.
Does that include armor and toughness?
This. Go ahead.
That's 3 levels of success.
3 levels of success. You only needed 2.
Oh.
So Luther does manage to dodge out of the way. The nature of the acid, Wolfram, it bypasses. Well, no, it doesn't. What it does is it eats away a point of armor across your entire body. So you can subtract the armor -1 from all of your whatever your toughest part is. Yeah.
Oh, just that? Okay.
And you take 11 wounds. So subtract whatever your heaviest part is, plus your toughness, and that's how much damage you'll take. And you are the proud owner of 3 poisoned conditions.
Oh my god. Alright. I'm still standing, just doing the math here.
Yeah. You will need to heal those before the end of the round, or it's going to get real bad. So Luther manages to dodge out of the way as the acidic bile just opens up and just sprays out, and there's like a writhing tongue in its gut that just kind of like flails about as this like acidic bile splashes across Wolfram, who's unprepared. He's looking there, doesn't even notice as Luther essentially almost pushes him in the way as he escapes. Wolfram is coated in acid. It begins to melt into his flesh. As it does, you see that there are these writhing like maggots that are beginning to like coat his skin and burrow in, as he is currently poisoned, and he needs to remove those quickly. That is it for the Spawn's turn. It does not regenerate because it was burned last turn. That'll bring me to Henry.
Oh boy. All right. Step 1. We're going to burn a momentum
Okay.
and then head for the staircase.
Okay, you're gonna be rushing past the cultist that Lucian's engaged with.
Am I able to?
You are able to. Now, due to the cluttered nature of the area, you will need to pass an athletics test if you want to move past them.
Yeah. Lucian's in a 2-on-1 still, right?
He is in the 2-on-1 still.
If I fail the athletics test, do I stop where Lucian is?
Yes, you'll be stuck in melee with
Okay.
him.
I'll give it a shot then.
Okay.
Fail.
That's a fail. So you go to push up towards the sorcerer. You kind of like attempt to hop over the kind of like countertop area as you disengage from the spawn. And as you slide over, one of the cultists that's fighting Lucian notices you and just flails a weapon towards you, preventing you from moving any further, but not really doing anything. You're free to take the rest of your turn, though.
Yeah, I'll go after that cultist. One of those cultists.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll. They're both currently unwounded. We'll see how long it lasts.
Magic number's a 69, and that's a 29.
I have 1 degree of success on the block here.
All right. That will be. I'm going to use the 9 for my damaging.
Dear God, yes.
So that, I believe that will be 19 damage.
19 damage. Oh Lord, help me.
Plus a bleeding condition.
It's not going to matter because he is terminated. However, are you wounded right now, Henry?
I am full health.
Okay. You have to, because you inflict a critical wound as you bisect this man, you do have to roll a endurance check. You currently are at a -10.
-10. Endurance is not the best.
Resist, Henry.
Oh, I resisted!
Yeah.
6 out of 30.
The blade comes around and cleaves in the kind of like skulls that are biting into your hand. As you slice through, the blood is quickly guzzled out of the corpse. And before you even pull it free, this thing is almost like ashen white as it hits the ground. And the blood begins to flow into your arm, Henry, invigorating you. Because you've already you managed to succeed on that, you get 1 temporary hit point.
Take it.
It's temporary, but it lasts. All right. That will. So that's Henry's turn. Instantly killed somebody. Nog, it is now your turn. You're still engaged with the large creature, Nog.
The thing that has me by the arm.
Yeah.
Well, he's about to get He's about to get split down the middle of his face one more time.
Give me an attack roll.
Oh, that's a 99 though.
Okay.
That's probably not good.
You do have
a lot of 90s in the session.
You do have a reroll, Nog.
I will.
You get 1 per session.
I will reroll.
Go ahead and reroll.
Let's try that again, please. An 18 under a 73 is much better.
Yeah. How many degrees of success is that?
So that would be what, 5 plus an 11, so 16 wounds.
Yep, 16 wounds. It definitely.
He probably has a couple things of momentum too. I would think he blocked. He was successful attack.
You should have 2. Yeah, you should have 2 points of momentum. So that's a further plus 20 to that.
Okay. Yeah. So it's another 2. So that's a 19 then. 19 wounds.
18 wounds.
A lot of
and
wounds.
Then you hit an 18. I need to make sure where it hits. That is the left arm. Now, I do need to remind you guys. You can call out a shot on a creature's body. Yeah. You just suffer a -20 penalty to the attack. But you can technically hit anybody anywhere you want to. Like, for instance, like there's no armor in the creature's head. Various other points. This is the left arm's the most heavily armored point. Does your weapon have piercing, Nog?
No, it's just a slashing.
It's just-
Scimitar
it's
is
just
just
slash- it's
slashing.
just slashing.
Yeah.
All right, so 19.
They do have that
wounds.
curvy, cool little point on the end, but probably
Does.
not up here. So.
So that is okay.
All right.
All right. It takes a hearty blow knock as you sever several of the kind of like bladed arm like appendages. You just cleave them off in a vicious strike. They hit the ground writhing for a moment before they kind of go still. The creature's still up. Is that going to be it, Knock?
Yeah, that's correct. That will be the end of my turn.
All right. That'll bring me to the cultists. The one cultist remaining in melee is outnumbered by both Lucien and Henry at this point. He is cackling maniacally. He is going to... He's not very smart. He'll make a... I forgot the special ones. Hold, please. He has a special one. Yes. He'll make a sacrificial attack. He's going to make an attack roll towards Lucien. Lucien, you must defend yourself. I have 2 degrees of success.
I also have 2 degrees of success.
Okay. It's a wash. So it's nothing. Nothing happens. Lucien, it's strange. Now, was that a dodge or was that an attack? Like a blade?
That was a melee. Yeah.
Melee? Okay. It's strange, Lucien, because the individual, it looks like he slashes towards you, and you easily kind of move back, and you're parrying the blade, but you see an opening to stab him, and it looks like he opens himself up, almost lets his guard down, as if he wants you to stab him, but you don't take the bait, Lucien, and you slash the weapon away and take a step back. And that is that. That will then bring me to the other cultist, who is going to say, he looks towards his liege. Master, finish quickly! And he is also going to make a sacrificial attack towards Henry.
Wait, isn't he dead?
No, there was one more next to the sorcerer.
Oh.
So he runs towards you, Henry. Give me a defensive roll.
50 out of 89.
Okay. I have just a success, so you strip that. And he moves forward, and very similarly, he's flailing wildly, Henry, like an unexperienced man. And you kind of bring the blade back, and you see an opening where you could easily probably cleave this man in two, but there's something off with what's going on, and you resist the urge, and you're able to easily parry several unfortunate strikes. All right, we don't get to see what that does now. Let's go ahead and move on to my sorcerer, who is going to attempt to enforce the the volley of change. All right, he just has to enact the spell right now because all of you are starting to close in. Can he do it?
Can I take a fast shot at him first?
Sure.
All right, how far away from him is he?
This would be, I don't know, probably you're on one side of the hall, he's all the way across the other side of the kitchen. Let's call it 40 feet.
Okay, I don't think I'd get a plus this. The other question is, before I do this, How do I get rid of my 3 poison conditions? We can't. I have
So
resolve.
resolve can get rid of 1. You can only spend 1 at a time.
Okay.
The other way to remove poisoned conditions are... All right. You have to make an endurance test,
Okay.
but it will cost your action to make the endurance test. You can also make a heal roll if you have heal.
I'd like to use a resilience point and make my roll number 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
I
that,
hope he doesn't have a ward save.
Okay. A 1. How much damage is that total?
Let me check here. So 8 in, no, I think 19.
19 wounds.
Yes.
He's beginning to channel his magic. You very quickly bring up your pistol because your handgun's unloaded. You draw a handgun and take a shot. Hitting him square between the eyes. The mirror shatters on his skull. Just goes straight through. There's a spray of arterial blood out the back of his head across the wall. The dark magic he's channeling just begins to like fumble and then break apart. There's like a shockwave that is emitted. As he falls back, he hits the ground, slumps, dead.
I don't believe it.
Dead. All right, that's the end of the sorcerer's
Fuck
turn.
him.
Well, that was too
He's
easy.
dead. He's dead. You got him. You got him.
I think I just sacrificed my life to do that, though, guys.
Wolfram.
I have the amount of wounds and the
Don't
poison
worry.
conditions I have. Yeah.
Do you have Nog?
All right, Wolfram. The sorcerer's dead. It's now your turn, technically. All you have left is movement. There are still
Can
2
I use a
cultists
resolve
up,
to take-
and the spawn is still up.
Can
You
I
can
use
use
a
a
resolve to take
resolve to take 1, yes.
So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to use a resolve and knock down the poison conditions to 2.
2. You have 2 poison conditions now. All right.
And then I'll probably run over to like Luther, help me, as I start to collapse in the ground.
It's the acid still eating away
Don't
at him.
touch me.
Wolfram kind of like slumps down. Luther, it is your turn. There's still 2 cultists. There's also the Chaos Spawn is still up at fighting Nog right now.
Yeah.
Was I supposed to take damage at the end of my turn there?
And you take it at the end of the round.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Now, Wolfram.
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
if I don't know if the fucking hand does
No,
that count
it
as a
doesn't.
heal test.
It is a spell that heals. So it's not a heal test. I
Okay,
wouldn't
no,
be able
yeah.
to heal his poison.
Okay, yeah.
But I can give him extra health, which
You could.
might help. The only thing is, Wolfram, is this. I'm going to leave this up to you because
I have a lot
it
of
is not
gunpowder
for-
on me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I critically failed, maybe. But like, the thing is this. I could heal you for 1d10 wounds. So it could be good or bad.
Could be bad.
Heal. It says the wounds will not become infected. I don't know what that means for you, Anthony.
Okay.
But anyway, it says you must pass a challenging cool test. I don't know how good your cool is.
That's not
or
bad.
you scream in agony. And if you fail by 6 success levels, you'll go unconscious.
It'll be scarred.
So-
And scarred.
and also
horribly.
horribly scarred. Yes, that's
If you-
also on
Yeah,
there.
forgot to leave that part out of there.
But
if
it's
you-
a
wait,
slot.
what
You
is
have
it?
to fail by 6. You
Yeah.
have to fail by 6. So,
Yeah.
and I could still not even be successful in it, even casting
That's
it.
roll
I
of
have
dice.
relatively
Let's
good
take a
chance.
risk.
You want me
I'm
to do
going
it?
unconscious if you don't.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I have no rerolls, so
Oh, it's exciting now.
What's
like
your
running to
toughness
that.
bonus, Wolfram?
2.
I should probably point this out.
Okay.
While you're poisoned, if you go unconscious, you have your toughness bonus in rounds to be healed from your poison, or you die. There's no. You just die. So I just want to point that out.
I was looking it up here. I'm actually really worried.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see here. I've got 2 points of momentum, and since I'm wearing robes, I get an extra. If I succeed, an extra. So
Extra success level. Yeah.
Yeah, if I succeed. So that's not good.
Oh my god!
It
I can't believe you rolled that.
It doesn't. I fail.
98.
I fail.
At least it was a critical.
It just nothing happens. I didn't critically fail, but I try to warm my hands up, and it just kind of sputters.
You got a fortune point?
You see, no, he's out.
I got no
He's
fortune
Venomal.
point. I'm out.
Oh man.
As Luther, you look down at Wolfram. He's like, "Please help me!" And you're like, you're trying to channel your magic as you do. Like a maggot crawls out of his cheek and like moves towards his eye, and you're like, "Oh!" It just takes you off guard for a moment, and the spell is broken.
It's at this moment that Miss Sestrina wakes up from her unconsciousness.
Exactly. She immediately wakes up.
She does not.
Absolutely dodging, catching someone on fire, disappointing.
All right.
I wish what's his face was here.
At the end of the round, the spawn will take 1 point of damage from its bleeding condition it still has. Just that. Wolfram, you will take 2 points of damage from your poison conditions.
I am at 0.
Okay, that brings you to 0. Now, since it brings you to 0, you don't suffer a critical wound. I believe. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure you don't with poison.
Unless if you drop below 0.
Yeah, I just don't know if poison continues to
wait.
damage while you're.
Hold on. You only lose 1 wound.
But I have 2 conditions.
I know. Let me make sure. This doesn't. I don't think it stacks. Let me look at the bleed. No, you're right. It is. It's the same as bleed. So yeah, it's 2.
Damn it.
So you lose 2 wounds. I'm sorry. All right. Yeah, that's it. You're unconscious, and unfortunately, it's the end of the round, so that counts as a round for you, Wolfram. So you have to get healed next round, or you will die. The poison has to be removed. I don't think you have to make a save though. Poisoned.
I'm gonna look it up while we're playing. All right, let me see if I get an answer.
Thankfully, you don't have to make a save like you do when you're bleeding. So you just will die at the end of the round if no one heals you. No one heals your poisoned conditions. All right. That will bring me to the top of the round. Lucien. Lucien, you and Henry both are still engaged with 2 cultists. There's also the chaos spawn behind you.
So, would a normal heal test be effective against poison?
Yes. Yes, a normal heal test can.
So I could. Would I be aware enough to have seen Wolfram go down?
You probably heard the cowardly wails of Luther behind you as Wolfram fell to the ground.
I do think I'm behind him though, where he wouldn't be able to see me. Unfortunately, I'll leave that up to you.
Now, we'll say if you're looking to move, you're going to have to burn your momentum or incur an
know, that's the
opportunity
problem.
attack. So,
Which, if I could keep my momentum, the heal test would be almost assured, but I would have to risk getting down myself in order to preserve it. Damn it. I don't think in the heat of everything I would be aware enough to have been paying attention.
just give me an attack roll against this guy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to attack the guy in front of me.
All right, give me that roll. He will attempt to defend himself. It's 2 levels of failure.
That is 8 levels of success.
8 level success. How much damage are we talking?
14 wounds.
14. You are 1 short, my friend. He has 1
Oof.
wound.
Oof.
As you just stab straight in. I believe that it was 28. It's the left arm. You really like the left arm, Lucian. Slice through this one as well. You kind of slice through, cut the hand deeply. Rends through the forearm. It's just gushing blood as the man kind of clutches at the wound. Change your preservers. That will bring me then to the spawn, who is no longer burning. He will recover his bleeding condition, and his horrible regeneration will kick in. He's going to heal for 10 wounds. Then he gets to roll a d6. All right. A 5 is... all right. Yes, indeed. The Kiss of the Damned. All right, I have to... Well, Nog's the only one engaged, technically. Yep, you're the only one engaged, Nog. I'm sorry.
I can take it.
You probably can. You can probably take it. The creature is going to attempt to grapple Nog. This is an opposed strength check as it lunges towards you. Now you're pretty damn strong. This creature is also incredibly strong as well. So what'd you get, Nog?
Well,
34.
I've got a 34 under 63.
Okay. So that's 3 degrees of success.
Yeah.
And I have 1 degree of failure showing. And because you're the same size, it doesn't get any benefits. If it's a smaller creature, it can really fuck someone up.
Hurt him.
I don't know if you guys have seen Prometheus. Some of you probably have.
Mhm.
Several of the lashing tendrils begin to spurt out of its body, and it begins to kind of lash towards you, Nog. It looks like it's trying to pull you in as its front section opens up a gargantuan maw that could probably fit the top half of you in it, or an entire person. As it does, you're able to grab the tentacles and free yourself before I can pull you in. And that's it. That's all it can do.
Now, it can wait till it's my turn and get smacked.
It's your turn, Hen. Oh no, excuse me. It's Henry's turn.
Yeah.
Then it's your turn.
2 cultists still?
Technically 2. One of them is severely wounded, and the other one is healthy.
All right. Guess we're going in.
Okay.
I think the magic number is an 89.
I have
62.
1 degree of failure showing on the dice. Are you attacking the wounded man or the one that is healthy?
I will attack the one that is healthy because I think Lucian gets to go before they do.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
It's a 62 out of 89.
All right. 2. Yeah, it hits.
Yeah, it will be 12 damage.
12 damage. That brings... All right. Severely wounded, but still up.
Okay.
Hurt pretty bad as you like stab down into the man, cleaves down into like his shoulder area.
Bleeding?
Oh yeah, in a
yes,
bleeding condition.
he is bleeding. Right, he is bleeding. Nog, it's your turn.
All right. So I still got this one bastard.
Yes, the spawn is still up. It's horrible regeneration, just keeping it in the game.
Yeah, it's about to. Ooh, that is 76 on 73. So that's probably not going to hit unless you give me like a -20.
No,
You've got like 4 degrees.
got
of
like-
you
success.
have. Here's the
Yeah.
thing, though. You have
Yeah, this-
you have like 4 points of momentum.
Right.
Momentum,
Yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah.
It's a plus 40 to your roll.
got it. Okay. So that's good then.
Yeah, because I have a degree of success, but I think you're gonna have like
More
like
to
6
Yeah.
or just 2.
Well, yeah, because the 76 of 40 plus 40 would be
3.
Yeah. And then
3?
so
Okay.
that would be 3 plus the 11, so 14 wounds.
14 wounds coming in. It is a body shot. I think. Let me make sure. 76. Yes, body shot. All right. It's not. I mean, it has armor, but it's not as armored as it is in some of its
Yeah.
other areas.
It's a big
Right.
old boy.
How many wounds did you say again?
That would have been 3 plus 11, 14 wounds.
14 wounds. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Not as heavy as a hit as you would have hoped, Nog. But you dig in to where the maw's open, and as you slice in, the maw closes and the flesh kind of knits back together. But you do rend across the creature. It is unfortunately still up. That's going to bring me to my cultists. The one that is on death's door is yes, he's going to attempt his sacrificial blade once again. His sacrificial attack. All right, Lucien, defend thyself. Jesus, an 8. Easily able to fend off the feigned attack once again. And Henry, I'll need you to defend yourself, Henry.
Critical success.
Critical success.
That's not good for me.
You do damage. It's not good for you for several reasons, actually.
Do you need the damage total, or does it matter?
Oh, it's not going to matter. He only has 3 wounds, so it's going to kill him. Why don't you roll a D100? I want to see where it hits. Just for flavor.
43.
I do believe that. I think that's the chest. 43. Nope, that's the right arm. Barely. All right, Henry, as he feigns an attack, he comes in. You duck underneath and slice off his right arm completely, almost at the shoulder. Cleave straight through. The man, and he, as he is falling down, dying, bleeding profusely, he smiles with his dying breath. May you change. And he is going to spray you with his blood. It just coats you completely. I need you to make a endurance check, Henry.
Endurance check. Do I get the attack momentum onto this?
No, you do not, unfortunately.
That's a failure.
Okay. You take 1 point of corruption, Henry,
Okay.
as you were
Could you-
showered. What was that?
You got a fortune point, Henry? You could make a success?
I have a fortune point, but I know if it's gonna matter making a success, like if I'm still gonna take.
It's up to
Bastard.
you. You could attempt.
He won't tell you.
I know he's not gonna tell me. I'll spend the last fortune point.
It coats you, but doesn't.
My
It
armor?
it sprays onto you, but it doesn't. I'm talking about the blood.
Oh,
The blood
it sprays on my armor, right?
It sprays onto you, but it doesn't actually hit any flesh.
Yes.
And you do not take any corruption. But you do have to make another endurance check at
Yes.
minus 10 now for
something-
cleaving the man in half for the weapon
something
you wield.
else.
Yes.
That's a failure as well.
Okay.
Because
of the
basic
10.
Unfortunately, you will take 1 point of corruption. As you slay this man, as it drinks in
Better than
the
taking
tainted blood.
Yeah, better than
true.
taking 2.
It's true.
Better than taking 2.
Oh, it's happening.
We're
It's
trading
happening,
up.
bro.
You're like, oh, you feel it.
It's only 2
You
points.
feel even more invigorated, Henry. You unconsciously, your lip begins to bleed as perhaps your canines are enlarging.
I gotta do a lot of prayer.
Oh.
But the man's dead. That's what counts.
All right, he's dead. That will bring me to. Well, we have to pass Wolfram because he is currently unconscious.
Wait, I got a quick question.
Yes.
Will a resilience point take poison conditions away, or is it just a resolve or endurance check?
Well, what you could have done is let me look real fast.
Are you out of fate points?
So resilience just lets you pass a test. It doesn't let you
Okay.
do it. Now, if there was a test, you could have been like, I want to make an endurance test to remove my poison conditions, and you could have been like, I spend a point of resilience. But unfortunately, that's not the case. You basically get a pass on this round.
Okay.
Do you have any resolve?
No. Oh
Okay,
no, I
right.
have one. I have one resolve.
Okay. You can spend.
Actually, no. I used because I have 3 points. I know I already used. I used
Okay.
it. I'm out of
Okay.
resolve. Yeah.
Oh, if you've used it, you've used it at that point. All right. Your turn is going to pass, Wolfram. At the end of this round, if you are not healed from your poison,
Luther, please heal me.
Wolfram is going to perish unless he has another fate point stashed somewhere.
I'll
Luther.
pressure you.
It is your turn, and
Uh-huh.
you are the last person in the round.
Uh-huh. Okay. But he doesn't take the damage till the end of the round, right?
There's no damage. You just die if the
Okay.
poison condition is not removed.
Okay.
No pressure.
I can't remove the poison condition. I can't. Do
You
that.
can make a heal test. Is the only viable way for you to do it, unless you have magic that allows you to do something else.
No, I don't have any magic that would cure poison.
But not healing him for enough
If
points
I brought him
to.
back up to
If you can
health,
give me enough wounds to last
That's
till Lucian
Yeah.
or Nog heals me.
That's true.
if I gave him heals, at least,
Yeah, you could at least
So,
get him up.
All right, well, I'll try that then. Here we go. Less of a chance than last time. But let's see. Let's spin the wheel. A memento. That is enough success levels. So he now I got a little D10.
Okay.
Plus something?
No, it's just a D10.
It's just a D10.
6
Six.
wounds.
Is that
Six
how
wounds?
many wounds?
Yes.
Dude,
Yep.
I'm gonna
6
survive.
wounds.
I'm gonna survive. I thought I was
Yeah,
gonna
make
die,
it-
guys. I mean, for real.
You reach down. Luther grabs a hold of you. You do. I think you have to make a cool
shit.
test though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
gotta
he's,
make it cool.
see if he starts
Yeah.
screaming.
You might be horrifically
Um,
scarred by this event.
Oh, that's true.
I already have portrait vision, so I'm
With
sure.
all the 90s
Yeah.
we're rolling tonight.
cannot believe it. It's been like 3 or 4 99s too, and 100. All right, here's my cool test.
They don't crit fail.
62. So I failed.
Just
fail.
by
2 levels of failure.
okay. Well, you're fine. You know, you have to
You
fail
will-
by 6, right?
Technically, he will wake up screaming.
Okay, that's fair.
You know, I just want that to be said. He will scream.
I really need someone to come heal me though.
As Luther's hand is he's like looking away as he placed his hand on your face, and it's slowly burning in you. But you come away.
I don't know if there's any disease in there, but it does say furthermore the wounds will not become infected.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll see.
They'd be safe anyway.
See.
Yeah.
So
just putting that out there.
Put out
if
there.
there was something else.
I've got my necklace.
that is
That's
true.
true,
Yeah,
that's true.
Lucian's
The necklace
Lucian's would prevent any disease from taking place. Wolfram, you wake up screaming as you're being burned by Luther, but you are conscious and awake.
Damn it,
Bring-
Wolfram, wake up!
Shaking.
Like,
That will
Eyes
bring us
open to see his face, to scream.
at the end of the round. Wolfram, how many poison conditions do you have? So you still have 2?
2.
You take 2 wounds.
So yeah, I need you guys to heal me.
So you're still sick, but you're awake for now. You have 4 wounds remaining, I think. Yeah.
Correct.
All right. That will bring me to we're on to the next round. Top of the round, Lucien. There's 1 cultist left, Lucien. That's kind of like in between you and Henry. It's on death's door. It's about to die. It's the one you stabbed earlier. There's also the spawn behind you that is still thrashing around, still alive after this whole time.
get away from it spurting blood. Can we knock him out? Like, not kill him?
No, you can attempt to do so, if you have a way of doing so.
If you healed your handgunner, he could shoot them with his gun when they're at a distance.
You already healed.
I will say you don't.
I did.
They can only do the sacrificial blood spray on their turn if they take damage during their turn. But it's not his turn; it's your turn. So if you can just kill him.
Yeah, I get. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I should have stepped aside in my last turn. Alas, I did not. So I'll stab this last guy.
Give me an attack roll. I have an extreme failure for this.
7 degrees of success.
He only has a single wound remaining. Easily puts down the final cultist. He dies as you stab him through the back, with a smile on his face as blood spurts out from his teeth. In the end, we all change as he falls off the blade, face down, dead. Would you like to move, Lucian?
I'm going to move closer to Wolfram and Luther, but I'm going to stay a couple yards away from the
creature?
chaos spawn if I can.
Yeah, you kind of like move away. It's still like wrestling Nog. Nog has pretty much been tanking it this whole time. All right, and that will be it for Lucien. It is now the spawn's turn. It was not burned, so its horrible regeneration kicks in again. It heals another 10 wounds. All right. And I gotta roll a d6. It is the final kiss again, Nog. Make a strength check, Nog. I got a critical success, Nog. 33.
Oh, Jesus.
On the strength
here
check.
we go.
You never know. You never know.
Oh.
It's possible.
It's possible. Oh, it's not that possible though. That's
And 5
three
for
levels of
Nog.
failures.
3 of those failure Nog. The
Bye
spawn,
bye momentum.
the writhing tentacles latch onto you.
Yeah, fucking tentacles.
You will take. "14 wounds, Nog. You can subtract your armor and your toughness. You are considered grappled, and the creature, the damage is just from the lashing tentacles that wrap around you. That doesn't reduce you to 0, though. Correct, Nog? I'm assuming it doesn't, because you're beefy
it
as
puts
hell.
me. I have 7 wounds left.
Okay.
If I could subtract my toughness and my armor, that's 7
Yes.
off of 14. So actually, I have 3 wounds left.
Okay. Nog is still up.
I'm bullied.
You are grappled by the creature currently, and as long as it has you grappled, it will inflict damage on you on its next turn. So, all right. That'll bring me to the next individual, which is Henry.
Yes. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Let's kill this creature.
You turn on the cow spawn, charge towards it.
I don't want to, but I have to.
Give me an attack.
All right, here we go. So that is a success.
How can we roll so many 90s though?
That's a
God.
97 out of like 100 and.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do have 2 degrees of success, so you barely missed it.
Hold on. Do
Oh.
I cap at 100?
No, you can
Okay.
you can go past it.
It's a
Probably like 140 or
97
something
out
like
of 69, 79, 89, 99. It would be a 97 out of 109.
One success.
7. 1 level success, you're 1 short.
You
Sorry.
had 2? Damn.
Yep, he has 2. You move in, Henry, and you slash. Ah! The creature begins to slither. The blade bites in, but doesn't actually penetrate any flesh.
Would damaging work for this if I used 7?
No, because you have to
Okay.
hit. Yeah, you have to hit, and then you can do that.
All right. That's all I got.
Right, Henry. The blade bites in and then bounces off. You hit part of its hardened exterior. And unfortunately, no damage, Henry. You lose 1 point of momentum, and it gains 1 point of momentum. It's getting stronger.
Ooh.
Nog! It's your turn, Nog.
Yeah, let's do this. Come on, low dice.
Do you want to break the grapple, or are you just going to go in for a attack?
I'm just gonna smash him.
Okay.
Just take a big old smash.
Okay. If you are still grappled by the end of the round, or by its next
19.
turn, it's going to deal damage to you.
That's 5 levels of success on top of 16.
Yeah, it even with its success levels, it only has 2 success levels. So how much damage is that, Nog?
16
16
minus your 2
wounds?
levels is 16 wounds.
Yeah. I believe the 19 is the left arm, which is the most armored portion of it. I've told you guys a couple times. The 19, yes, that's the left arm. So you said 19 wounds?
16.
16? Okay. It doesn't deal as much damage as you would hope, Nog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luca needs to set it on fire again.
The blade bites in. You cleave off another one of its scythe appendages, but more sprouting out of its back in other locations and strange parts. And you deal damage. It is bleeding once more, but the thing's regenerating faster than you are inflicting damage on it. And that's going to be it for Nog's turn. that will bring me to Wolfram. Wolfram, you have a choice. You have a choice to make, Wolfram. You can choose to make an endurance test and try to power through this poison conditions. So each success is a condition removed.
Okay.
Or you can take your turn to do like a shoot or anything else.
Let me look at my endurance. Those are pretty poor odds.
While you are poisoned, each poison condition is a -10 to all your rolls. So you're at a -20 for all rolls right now.
That's about a 1 in 10 chance I'm going to get an endurance. So, how far away am I from this creature?
You're within 10 feet.
Okay, so that's point blank?
Sure.
Okay. I am
I could say you can move.
I spit blood out
a
of my
couple
mouth.
feet. Yeah.
I spit blood out of my mouth, and I pulled another pistol out, and I call a shot. I look right at the back of his head, and let's see if I can do it.
Now, are you calling a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a -20 plus you have a -20 for your poison, so that's a -40 to the shot.
But I have a +40 for being at
So
point
yeah,
blank.
so just break even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. Oh, a 10! That's a crit!
I quit.
It's a crit!
That's gonna blow up in my hand. Is that 10?
It's a
Or is that
10,
100?
dude. No, it's a 10.
Oh, that's a super crit. Yeah.
It's a crit success.
Viewers, I seriously thought I was about to blow up. All right, cool.
Blows up.
All right, so that's a super crit.
Roll me a D100. I'll see where you hit the creature.
All right, and I got impale and penetrate.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go here. D10, D100. At least I'm doing some damage as I die. 58.
D8. I believe that is.
That's
the body.
torso.
It's the body. Roll me another D100.
He did call the shot.
He did.
Oh no, you did. You're right.
Yeah, I called for the head.
You're right. So just roll. So do you want to keep the 58, or do you want to roll another one to see what you get for the headshot?
Okay, I want the higher it is, the better it is, right?
Yes.
All right. It's almost 50-50. Let's take another shot. Roll it. Now roll like a 2. 96. There we go.
96.
All right.
All right.
Let me start doing the damage on this. That's
6
6 plus 10. Did I do that right?
Okay. Now, the nature of this creature, it cannot be. There are certain conditions that it cannot be affected by.
Okay.
Like for instance, it cannot be blinded because it just grows extra eyes and extra things, so it cannot be blinded. But you have what is called the disfiguring blow. You essentially explode. It's kind of like split face. The round punches through both sides of the head. It's just like explode into a shower of gore. It gains 2 bleeding conditions and 1 stun condition. And it would have 3 blinded conditions, but it can't be blinded. So 2 bleeding conditions, and it is currently stunned right now.
Okay. The amount.
What's your damage from 10 to whatever your roll is?
Total damage is 16.
16 damage.
Yeah.
All right, and it is unarmored towards the head. Okay,
So-
it is severely wounded. It is not put down though, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm about to be put down.
Possibly. There's a good chance Wolfram's about to go down again. As Wolfram shoots the thing. Some of the like new eyes like kind of like open up on like its arms and its back, as it like is trying to like grow a new head. And Wolfram kind of like takes a step back, looking at his handiwork. Last in initiative, Luther. What are you going to do?
I'm torn. Let's see. guess just to be safe, I'm gonna try to catch it on fire. If I catch it on fire, we'll catch Nog on fire.
Possibly. I mean, it's literally wrapped around him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down either way. It may as well go down with you trying to save me.
So the stun condition doesn't interfere with the grapple.
So let me read the particulars of stunned real fast.
Yeah, that's a good
Stunned,
question.
Disoriented or confused, and capable of taking an action. You can defend yourself, though.
As we know from Isaac landing a critical defense on
Yes, it's true. It's true. It
somebody.
happens.
I forget who it was.
No, it doesn't say anything about any of that. You just can't take actions, which means that he couldn't technically eat Nog next turn.
Okay. Well, I don't have too many spells that are not big. So
What you gonna do there, Luther? Fireman?
I think I'm gonna
Flame
have to
on!
do the old. I don't want to catch Nog on fire.
The old dart? Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe the dart. I see a dart situation here. We'll try dart. Hopefully, I roll well.
Got your staff, bro.
This is,
That's right.
The dart.
right.
Go in there, get in melee,
Starts
Luther.
way-
Just get in there.
Starts way better than stuff.
Give it a good
I'm
knock
gonna
to
do
the busted
dart.
head.
Now you do get because it is stunned. You get an auto point. I think. Hold please.
Okay.
So opponents striking you in melee gain a +1 advantage before rolling the attack. So you get a plus 10 essentially to attack.
I
him.
get more bonuses for doing the dart.
Plus he's large,
I'm
so
gonna-
you get a additional +10, so it's +20 to attack it.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
damn
do-
it, Henry! You had a +10. I'm sorry.
I would have had a
forgot.
+10 to that hit.
You had a +10. I forgot. I'm sorry, man.
I'm gonna shoot him with a dart.
Give me the dart shot.
It is a success.
Is that a ranged attack?
It is a ranged attack.
Okay, you have because he's so large. I think you have a +10. Let me make sure.
Okay.
The large things get. Yeah, you get a +10 to this.
Okay, so that would be 9 damage total.
9 damage. Do they get to soak it with their armor and everything?
Yeah, it's just a
Okay.
just a magical hit.
Magical hit. What was the 75?
9
I
damage.
think
Oh,
it is a body shot. I need to make sure. 75 is a body. Okay. 9 damage. It takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, that's a lot tougher.
It's still it's tough as hell. Plus it does have some armor. It's considered having some armor on its chest.
Mhm.
What's the physical appearance of the dart? What does it look like?
What does it look like?
I
Ethan?
picture it's just like a bolt of red hot light that just kind of hits him.
If they're
Exactly.
shoot out a staff and
Finger
Flicks-
guns, or
flicks in there.
I think when you
Yeah,
cast, you
yeah.
have to get real close and
Yeah.
gets in there. It strikes the creature in the back. It just kind of like singes a spot on it. Does it light it on fire?
I guess it depends on the interpretation of the rule.
Okay. Well, what rule are we referring to?
Well, the rule is referring to the Celesh. I'm sorry, the Akshi.
Oh yeah,
spellcasting.
it has to be an Akshi spell, right?
It has to be an Akshi or an arcane spell.
Okay, yeah, that's a petty
It's a
spell.
petty skill, so yeah,
Yeah.
technically it would.
Unfortunately, no. You do
Yeah.
1 point of damage, Luther.
Mhm.
And the creature is still up. Unfortunately, Luther, I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Sorry.
It kind of like
Oh, it's
singes it
frustrating.
for a moment. And that is the end of the round. Wolfram will take 2 points of damage from his poison condition, dropping him back down to 2.
Yeah, 2.
Okay, he's still up. 4 now. Brings us to the top of the round with Lucien. Hopefully this is the last round.
It does not damage.
What are we doing, Lucien?
Is my momentum applied to all tests?
Not all tests, but some of them. A heal test, yes.
All right, then I'm gonna. I'm gonna attempt a heal test on Wolfram.
Move over to Wolfram like, oh!
Did we set a cap on momentum?
The
Is it
cap
initiative bonus?
is... No. The cap is 5.
Six.
6. It's 6.
Okay. And this is a success. The question is by how much? That will be.
Oh man, that looks really good.
That's very good. That will be.
That's a lot.
Ten levels of success.
10 levels of success. Okay, so with a heal test, diagnose an illness, which is a treated disease. Heal wounds, remove conditions. So you can't do both. You can either remove conditions or you can heal.
Mm. I would say.
Who chooses? Lucien does? Okay.
He chooses, yes.
Okay.
I would say I'm gonna heal the wounds.
The
And
wounds?
we'll worry about the conditions later.
Okay.
'Cause that'll be my intelligence bonus plus success levels.
Yes.
So that'll be 13 wounds.
Okay. You go up to
Okay.
whatever your
9.
wound cap is, Wolfram.
Yeah. So I have 4 rounds to get the poison healed there. Cool.
Mhm.
Thank you.
This can get you healed up. That is going to bring me to the creature's turn. It's
I'm also
still
gonna
up.
move
Mhm.
farther away.
The horrible regeneration kicks in, and it is still up. So it's beginning to reknit itself. It's currently stunned though, so it can't take any actions. I think it gets to make a endurance check to see if it can shake the stun condition. So for minus normal test. Remove stun
Endurance. It
condition.
says endurance here, yeah.
It has to make an endurance test.
And if it's removed, then it gets a fatigue condition.
Critical success.
Dang.
Unfortunately, the chaos spawn is also immune to the fatigue condition. It cannot be fatigued.
Oh.
It's one of the there's a handful of conditions it is not affected by because it is a creature of chaos. All right, so it shakes it off. It doesn't get an action though. That is its action, which is going to bring me to Henry. It's your turn, Henry. Can you close it out, Henry? I don't know. You tell me, Henry.
It'd be nice if it was on fire.
It would be, wouldn't it?
Yes, it
It
would.
would be.
Yeah, I need Ulrich or Sigmar to guide my hand because I guess I'm just gonna go for the body because it's a big.
There are other
fucking
gods
thing.
you could pray to.
Are you going to aim?
They can't
Or you
hear
just
you, bro.
Technically, yes, I'm aiming.
Okay. You can aim. I mean, if you're aiming, you might as well aim for a headshot.
I don't know if I could reach the head because it's big.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
If you
Um,
take a shot, it's a minus 20
so
penalty to
minus
the attack.
20. And then do I
Oh.
get the plus 10 because it's big?
Yes, yes, you do.
Okay. So the magic number is a 99. That's 6.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay, how many wounds are we
man.
talking?
Damn it, you're making me do this
That's,
math.
Awesome.
That's 9
Awesome.
success levels.
That's a lot.
That would be.
What's your base
Um,
wound?
So that would be. Yeah, I think it's 9 success levels, and that would be 18 damage.
Nice.
18. How would
Plus
you
a
like
bleeding condition.
How would you like to do this, Henry?
Ooh, baby. Oh yeah, we're doing this.
No, you won't fucking doing this.
I say a prayer to Ulrich.
He's
And
turning
I
his face
will-
from you.
Oh, Ulrich, give me strength. And as I run up the creature's back, and I
Yes.
jump in the air off its like spine and drive the sword home. As it shoots out, probably even like maybe Nick's nog is like shoots out of its like mouthy neck area,
Yes.
driving it
That's
home
fine.
into the ground,
You do.
killing the creature.
Henry. Oh, what was that horrible movie with the dragons?
Yeah,
Uh,
Matthew
talking about-
McConaughey.
With Matthew McConaughey. What was it
Oh,
called?
Rain of Fire?
Rain of Fire. He does the Rain
Yeah.
of Fire.
That's a horrible
moment.
movie. It's a great movie.
Oh man, that's one of those terribly awesome movies.
Yeah, exactly. It's so bad, it's good. As Henry drives the blade sword down just into the supposed head area of the creature.
Yes.
The tentacles that were lashing Nog unhook themselves as it goes limp, and you ride the Chaos Spawn to the ground. It crashes with a thud, like caving in part of the ground, part of the wood floor that it's on, and it ceases to move as it just kind of collapses in a wad of flesh. And that's where we're going to take our first break.